Okay, Kelly kettles, stoves of kind. They've got a hollow chimney through them and a water jacket all the way around the outside. It's a very efficient way to heat water up really quickly. This particular Kelly Kettle is known as the Scout. That's where it tucks away. You'll see it's got an air vent on the side. For the demonstration, I'm actually going to use a Kelly Kettle. It's exactly the same. This one's slightly bigger one I'm using. They're available in different sizes. So, rules are pretty simple really with Kelly Kettles. Always make sure there's water in it, because if you light a Kelly Kettle with water in it, it's a very thin wall and it will invariably end up damaging the kettle, popping the rivets. It can be quite dangerous as well if they introduce water. Also, stable surface. You can get brackets like these that are designed to hold the base in place. Yeah, keep it nice and stable when it's on the ground. My personal preference is a round fire pan, because it's nice and safe, and if they drop any bits around it, it keeps it all together. Pretty safe that way. The rules are pretty simple, so when you're lifting it on to the base, it's always from the handle at the side, spout away from you. That goes on, the flames start to come up the middle, and that's where you feed it from. So let's give it a light. So as you can see, I've made a little pre-prepared fire. It's a nice warm day, so if you can't get fire going in this, you're never going to. Yeah, pretty easy. Once it's going, right angles on this handle, so you can lift that onto the base and keep that clear. You can see straight away why you do that, because the heat is coming up from the chimney there, and that could be quite dangerous to we never use the stoppers that come with them. Sometimes they come with rubber stoppers, some cork stoppers, whistles even. The whistles are sort of safe, but they still produce concentrated steam when they're going, so it is safer not to use it. You hear a Kelly Kettle when it boils, so you don't really need gadgets like that. And these ones were purely designed to stop water from, or dirt getting into the area when the kettle's not being used. It's not for use at all. Kelly Kettle filling with materials, it's really easy. Never from the top, always put it in from the side, because the heat is going upwards. Yeah, so you can feed the Kelly Kettle quite easily from the side. You don't need to introduce any materials from the top. Yeah, that's how we feed the Kelly Kettle with fuel. So really, using them safely is really easy. Doesn't require a lot of common sense really. Yeah, and of course when it's boiled, that's why we don't lift the handle above, because the heat from the chimney. Yeah, if you can get it, you can use it there, the handle like that afterwards, but only when it's been lifted off the fire base and there's no fire coming up in the middle. As you can see, it goes pretty quick. There is a little cheat you can use, one of my favourites. The jam funnel just happens to fit most of these, so the jam funnel could be used if you're doing this at events and you've got multiple people filling and you just want a way for them to fill that's a bit safer. Yeah, so that can sit on top. Bear in mind the jam funnel, just like it's quite handy to have one of these to move the base afterwards as well, is going to get hot. Yeah, so of course having one of these little general purpose pot handles is really useful. So we just keep feeding it and feeding it. It's surprising how quick it will get through material. We have filled this to the top. You'll notice that I've used a clear container, so I could actually see when I'm near the top without looking in the kettle. That's controlled the amount of water that we put in. So I'm just feeding it away there. If you listen, you can start to hear the water boiling. You're starting to hear it bubble. So yeah, definitely don't need a kettle or a whistle on it, because you will definitely know when that kettle has boiled. It's nearly there now, starting to roar. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this in the video. I'm going to remove the jam king because I really ain't going to need to feed any more in there. Kelly Kettle's going really well. You'll notice the chain has had these removed, but we have got a little handle on the chain that we put on ourselves just to help hold it. There is a reason for that, which I'll show you in a second, because there's a technique for pouring the water from a Kelly Kettle. So I'm just going to move these things out of the way, ready? Just to show you the boiling water. Normally you'd probably pour it into whatever you're going to use the water with, be it coffee, be it you know, something that you've been cooking with. I'm going to pour it into there so that you can actually see it. I mean, if that is just over a litre of water in there, and it is already boiled. You'd struggle to boil something that quick on a billy on a big fire. So right angles to lift off. That's keeping the flames away from the young people. You'll see that fire still going well. Move away from it. The technique of pouring is really easy. That goes up right. Now there's no flame coming up, it's safe to hold it this way. I can pull on the chain, and as you can see, I'm pouring the boiling water quite safely. So the chain is actually used not only to when it's being used with a thing to store it, but it's also used to tip the water out safely. Yeah. So there it is, boiling water, that easy.